Hello, welcome to lift class. Today, you're going to need a mat. We are going to be on our knees for majority of the class. So if you want to put something soft under your knees, like a softer mat or roll up, fold up a washcloth, hand towel, please do that now, okay? The weights we need, just one dumbbell from each of these weights, okay, weight increments, okay? I have a 5, I have an 8, I have a 10, I have a 12, I have a 15, okay? So translate that for yourself. I suggest a 5, an 8, a 10. If you have a 12 or a 15, or one or the other, grab that as well, okay? So today we have shoulders, biceps, back, triceps. We're going to do push-ups during the warm-up, but that's the only time we're doing them, okay? Then we've got some plank work and some core work involved as well. So that should be, oh, we have booty. Booty's gonna work today too. Hamstrings. That's it. Today's word, I am fearless. I dive into life with boldness and freedom. So be free to lift some weights today. That's what we're gonna do. If you would like to, put on some music, start your watches on strength training, water, sweat towel, and we're gonna start with our warm up. Again, a mat, something cushy, 5, 8, 10, 12. You just need one of each. You don't need two today, okay? Which means we're doing single-sided movement, okay? All right, I'm gonna put the card up. I'm gonna start the timer, and we're gonna start our warm-up. We're gonna take a walk, walk, squat, walk it in. Walk, walk, squat, walk it in. Now we are not going to be using a ton of lower body today, like I said. It'll be hamstrings and glutes, but let's just warm up everything at the start here. Walk, walk, squat, because why not, right? Walk, walk, squat, and in, out, out, squat. You keep going. I'm going to angle my mat this way so I can look at you. I feel like I was looking that way. Out, out, deep squat, back in. And then hold yourself center. We're going to take a reverse lunge, open your chest, come in and switch. Lunge, hold yourself, reach open wide. You're going to give somebody a big hug. Shoulders are stacked over your hips. This stance you will see come up again today. So remember this right here. As you find your balance and lunge. Keep your chest tall. And work your way down to the floor. We've got wide push-up, narrow push-up. Again, just push-up to warm up our chest and our shoulders, so nothing crazy. Okay, just do a few reps of each. I'm gonna go on my knees. Regular push-up, wide push-up, regular push-up, wide push-up. So you're walking your hands out, out, and in, just like we did on the squat. Out, out, and in. All right, and then crawl your way back up to standing. Toes forward, slight bend in your knees. Bend over at your hips so your chest is facing the floor. We're gonna go wide row. Turn your hands in, narrow row. You will also see these come up today. Palms face you, squeeze your blades together, goalpost, elbows to the back. Release, turn your palms in, row. Shoulder blades squeezing together each time you row. Row, row with your back. You thought I was gonna say boat. No. Row, row, row with your back. One more. Roll up to stand. Feet wide, about as wide as your hips. Arms straight out like a T. Fold forward, look over the edge. And then come back up to stand. A big hamstring stretch, hinging at your hips. So think about your hips as the hinge of a door frame. And your body is the wall and the door. You're opening the door, closing the door. Lean over the edge, look, 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 and come back to stand. Using your hamstrings and your glutes to pull you back up. We'll be using these muscles today in a really neat way. You're going to have to stay in order to find out what it is. All right, coming down into a plank. Oh, I had to do it. Low lunge, rotate open, and switch sides. You're going to see something similar to this today, except we won't be in a low lunge, we'll be in a plank. We are going to do plank openers today. So a good amount of core work. When we work single-sided movement, called unilateral movement, we're isolating one side at a time. Your core has to engage and activate just a little bit more to hold you steady and stable when we're working side to side. Even yourself out if you need to. And then we've got 30 seconds to talk about what we're going to do next, okay? We're going half kneel. So one knee, I'm going to take my left knee down, and I'm going to take my right knee up, and I'm going to grab some weights here. I'm going to keep them close by me so I can switch them out if I need to. Move one. Right leg forward, left arm. Let's switch legs. Let's go right knee down so we can use our right arm, okay? Right arm, left knee, Arnold press. Are you ready? We turn and press, come back on it. So palm faces you, rotate through your shoulder, rotate your palm to me. So palm to you, palm to me. Rotating our shoulder. All right, let's go. Now we've got it. Let's rep it out. Tall through your spine. If the kneeling bothers you, come to standing, okay? For all of these exercises. Again, this kneeling is just to activate our core, engage just a little bit more. All right, now we go into bicep curl. It's only 30 seconds of each exercise, so let's go. Let's rep it out. I know I kind of quick started on you after that warm up, but like go time. But we'll get it. So right arm is just doing a full curl. Try not to swing or sway your body, elbow tucked into your side. I switched up my weight from my Arnold press to my bicep curl. And now we have a whole minute of split stance lunges. I'm going to change my weight again. This time you're up in your split stance. You're going to come down and up, push into your front heel, balance on your back foot, down and up. We're here for a whole minute. Again, we're moving quickly. You will get 30 seconds after this to situate yourself. And we're going into 3 new moves, okay? Same side, we're staying on the right side here. All moves are going to be on the right, and then we'll repeat them on the left. We have 30 more seconds of split squats here, all right? Your left leg is forward. It's okay. We did right arm, left leg, it's okay. Whenever we do these right, left things, I'm always like frazzled. Hopefully you're not. I just want to make sure I'm telling you the correct side. As long as we're evened out at the end, go ahead and stop. That's all that matters. Okay, coming back again to the floor in our half kneel. Right knee down, left knee up. I don't even know if I use my 15 today, actually. I know I want to use it later, so let me put it close by again. We're going to row, wide row, okay? And then we're going to go into a tricep kickback. And then we're going to do a new move called a half kneeling camel. Oy, oy, oy. All right, bend over at your thigh. And actually, this is just going to be a narrow row. We're going to row. I want my heavier weight. Row. Elbow hikes up like a cricket wing. Cricket leg. We're narrow. We're pulling towards our pocket. Put some money in it. Lay your chest and your elbow, your forearm on your front thigh, and pull your shoulder blade towards your midline. We're leading with the shoulder blade. All right, from here, tricep kickback. So stay in the same position, kick it back, straight behind you. Kick it back. This is a harder position to do these, so lighten up your weight if you need to. Kick it back. Kick it back. This is why I said 5s and 8s. One of the reasons, If you need to lighten the load for your kickback here. Again, the half kneeling position is different than we're bent over, okay? I'm already breathing really heavy. How about you? All right. Next up, I am going to grab my 15. I'm going to hold it at my chest. So if you have a heavier weight, take your leg up to the side. We're going to sink back, squeeze and lift. Sink back, chest up. Your booty sinks back towards your heel like you're doing a child's pose, and then you squeeze and lift. Your leg is out to the side for balance. Sink back, lift. This is a camel pose. Sink back and lift. If it's too much with your leg out, 2 knees down, sink back and lift, okay? You should feel your glutes, your abs. This is really for your booty. Sink your butt back, squeeze your butt forward. It's like a thrust, almost like a bridge, but on your knee. Same type of muscle action. Pause. Okay, fast and furious, we did it once. We're gonna do it again. Switching sides, okay? Whew. So whatever weights you used, maybe stick to those so you're not lopsided tomorrow, okay? So back to our half kneel. This time it's your left arm, right knees forward, and when we go into our split stance, we'll work our right leg, okay? Just say yes, just say yes. Arnold presses first, palm faces you. Turn and press. Turn and press. You're rotating through your shoulder, holding yourself tall and upright. You are not swinging or swaying your body. Your arm is moving. And you're squeezing through your core so that you're not rocking your body like this, okay? Squeezing center, turn press. Push. Control back down. Headed into our bicep curl next. If you need to, switch up your weight. Just curl and lower, elbow pinned in at your side. Okay, while we're doing this, we did shoulder, bicep, legs, back, tricep, butt. We are going to keep with shoulder, bicep, back, and tricep in the next set of work, just so you know, okay? So we are going to work these muscles a little bit more if you're wondering, is this it? Nope, there's more, okay? All right, switch out your weight if you need to. We're coming into our split stance lunges, so find balance. Widen your stance if you need to. We're down and up. Push your front heel into the ground. Work the back of your leg, your hamstring. You'll feel it in your rear leg and your quad. Okay? Down, up. Down, up. If you lose your balance, again, step a little bit wider. Come down and up. You have 30 seconds left to go. Heart rates should be up. We're moving quickly. Now we're working legs. So your heart should be racing. You should be breathing a little heavier. That's a good thing. 15 more seconds. Are you feeling the back of your leg and then the front of your rear leg? Hamstring and quad. And time. Okay. Whew, you have 30 seconds to breathe, grab water, wipe sweat, switch your situation if you need different weights. We're going to come back to our row and our kick back, okay? So I'm going to go with my heaviest weight for the row at 15. Lay your stomach down on your thigh, get far forward, bent over position, hike your weight to your pocket, elbow above your rib cage. Ready, set, and begin. Pull. Pull and squeeze your shoulder blade to your midline. Draw your belly button in and keep your core engaged. This is actually a really great way to learn the proper form of a row. Sometimes we're bent over, our lower back pulls too much. It doesn't give us the support we need, so we start lifting up taller. When we can bend over and lean on our thigh like this, go ahead into your tricep kickback. It allows us good form, okay? Kick it back. So elbows hiked up, stays where it's at. Your forearm kicks back the weight, and you just drop controlled to neutral. So think about the kickback and the lift, and then just allow your arm to drop without thinking about bicep curling, okay? This is about the back of the arm, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Release the weight, grab your heavier weight at your chest, leg comes out to the side, sink back butt to your heel, lift tall, squeeze. Sink back, lift tall, squeeze. So my butt goes back, my chest leans forward like a hinge. Remember the T hip hinge that we did at the warm-up? It's like that. Hinge forward, look over the edge, lift tall and straight. Squeeze your butt. Remember your option of 2 feet on the ground, 2 knees on the ground, okay? If you need to, just do a 2-legged camel. Don't ask me why it's called camel, other than camel and yoga pose, and yoga. When you're done with this, you're going to take a break, okay? All right, take 30 seconds. New movement. So we're going to go back to the first side, okay? Right knee down, left knee up. Before, we turned and pressed. Now we're going to take a hammer grip and press, okay? Truck drive your arm, then hammer curl. Then we're coming into a side plank, okay? I'll show you what that is when we get to that point, but right now, hammer up, elbow into your side, then take your hammer towards your shoulder, and we're going to press up, hold, up, hold. So now our palm is facing in, your pinky should be facing me, your thumb should be facing you. Tall posture and really solid stance here as you press. Press. This is a harder press, a narrow overhead press. So if you need to lighten up, lighten up. And then we're headed into hammer curl. So elbow pinned in, hammer head up. Thumb up, pinky down. So earlier we did a palm up, now we have palm facing in, and we're doing a hammer curl. Elbow tucked to your side, we're still working the bicep. Tall posture, stop yourself from swinging or swaying. It is different when you're concentrating on one side at a time, so if you're going a little bit lighter than you normally do, that is okay. All right, headed into a side plank. We're going to take our right side, keep it down. We're going to open up left, tap down, open up, tap down. So you can do this in a high plank. You can come to your elbow, or you can come to your knee. Okay, we're staying on the same side. Your right arm is down, your left arm reaches up, back to plank, up, back to plank. You need to take an elbow, and you're going to do the same exact thing. And if you need to take a knee, you're going to do the same exact thing. You're just going to stack your knees at the top. We have 18 more seconds to go, so don't stop here. All right, here's some core work for you today. Some shoulder work, some stabilizing here, and time. Okay, just like we did back and tricep in the first set next, is what we're gonna do next, okay? So right knee down, left leg forward. We have a wide row and then a wide kick back. Before we were rowing close to our body. Now we're gonna turn the palm towards you, knuckles out, and you're gonna go bend your elbow to the ceiling. We go in 3, 2, 1. Pull, wide row. You're making an L with your arm. If you're making a V or a squiggly shape, try to box out your elbow and make it an L. Shoulder blade comes in towards your midline. If you find that you're cranking your wrist, kinking it, cranking it, whatever word you want to use, then go to a lighter weight, squeeze the shoulder blade, make it work, okay? Same thing, tricep kickback, except we're going wide, wide. So I want you to think about elbow up, holding it steady, and kicking to the corner of your room. If the weight is too heavy, lighten it up. Again, this is the reason why I said 5s and 8s today, because in this position, one arm, tricep kickback, it doesn't take a lot of weight for you to feel it. All right. 2 knees on the ground. Weight in your right hand, something heavy. We're going to go side bend, center. Side bend, center. Side bend, center. Oblique, crunch. Got it? So we're just letting the weight slide down towards our knee. Don't go too far. Just down and then center again. A little goes a long way with this one, okay? Working our obliques. Stabilizing yourself. It feels a little different than when you're standing. If you're having trouble anything on your knees right now, it's okay to come to standing. Go to a standing position, okay? Stay with me for 10 more seconds. Tall through your spine as you crunch to the side, and time. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, okay? So set yourselves up. Left knee is down, right knee is up. First move we're starting with is our press. We didn't do this one yet. It's our press, okay? And then our hammer curl. And then our side planks. You love those, don't you? You're welcome. So get ready for your hammer press weight. Whatever you used on this side, try to use it on this side. Let's stay even and symmetrical. Ready, set, and hammer press. The weight's right in front of your shoulder, and then press it at a slight diagonal upwards, okay? We don't want it directly overhead, because as soon as you go directly overhead, you've got the weight pulling you backwards. We want to stay upright and tall through our posture, so it's a little bit ahead of you, right above your forehead, still in your eye gaze. And one more press, hammer curl. Switch the weight if you need to. Elbow pinned in, curl, release. Curl, release. Is your body swinging or swaying? Stop yourself if it is. Draw your abs in, tall posture. Maybe you need to open up your stance a little wider. Okay? If you're like this, you're gonna fall over. So just make sure that your feet, your foot, and your knee are about hip width. One more curl, head into your side plank. This is now your left arm on the ground, right arm reaches. We'll start like this. Plank, open, stay on the same side. Plank, open. If you need to come to your knees, you're on your knees. When you open your knees, stack, come back to the floor, controlled, okay? And if you need to on your elbow, open, open. So now I've shown you all the versions. Pick the option that works best for you. You're rolling on your toes, balls of your feet. And you're here for 15 more seconds, so stay with me. Push yourself, make an adaptation, but keep going. And that is time. Going back to wide roll on the other side, wide kick back on the other side, and then our side bends, okay? We've got right knee down, left knee up. I got this. Nope, switch it, it was this way. Okay, right knee up, left knee down, wide roll. We got this, we got this. Make an L with your arm as you pull your shoulder blade towards your midline of your spine. Out wide. Really use your thigh to bend over and support yourself on. It'll help you from rocking, swinging, and swaying. Control the lift, control the down. And again, if your wrist is cranking, kinking, what's the word, kinking, switch out to a lighter weight. Okay, now we've got a wide tricep kickback. I've got my 8. I suggest a 5 and 8. If you're feeling real strong today, grab a 10. Elbows out wide. Kick it back to the corner of your room. You've got your shoulder blade stabilized and supporting you as you're lifting your elbow up for your wide kickback. Again, we're in a different position, so if this is challenging you with a lighter weight, it's okay. 5 more seconds. And let's put both knees on the ground. One into the side bends to your left. After this, we're headed into a little bit of core work. It's about 2 minutes of core work. And then you're done for the day, okay? So I think tomorrow you wake up, the core should be a little bit tight. Maybe we'll need to stretch it a little bit more tomorrow at 9 to class. And it's not a bad thing, right? I've never heard somebody say they get enough core work, they don't need any more. You can always do more core. Remember, you're just letting the weight come down towards your knee, not too far, and then come back to center. Really great way to target our obliques and our lower back. And time. Okay. A little more single-sidedness. No weights. Nothing for your knees. We're laying on our backs. Okay, I'm going to grab our timer. So go ahead and flip over to your back. We're going to windshield wiper to one side for 30 seconds, windshield wiper to the other side for 30 seconds, and then we're doing reverse crunch leg drops, okay? 30 seconds each, and we repeat. Okay, ready, ready, ready. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, hold on. I'm getting us to core, get ready for core. Okay, now are you ready? You're gonna make a T, and you're gonna go one side, center, stay on that same side, center, okay? Ready, go. So, single side wiper. If straight legs is too much, bend your knees, drop your knees to the side, try to keep both shoulders on the ground. If you're only going as far as your body allows you to, which means you're only going as far as this opposite shoulder allows you to. It has to stay on the ground. If you start lifting off the ground, switch, hold on, pause for a second. We get 15 seconds of rest, and then we'll do the other side. If this shoulder's coming off the ground, you're going too far, okay? Don't drop down as far. Other side, go. So you only have one wiper with blade working, think of it that way. Only one side works. Let your obliques catch, pull back to center. So we did side bends and these today, so your obliques did get some work. And we did side planks. So think about how happy you'll be tomorrow when your obliques are sore. All right, go ahead and pause for 15 seconds. We're gonna do reverse crunch leg drops. So your legs are going to lift. I'd like you to try to stamp the ceiling lower, stamp the ceiling and lower. Try to control on the way down and go. If you need to, put your hands underneath your sit bones so that your lower back stays on the ground. Stamp the ceiling, give the ceiling a tap, and lower. All with control. We're using your lower abs here, so if you're like, oh my gosh, these are hard, yes, because our lower abs sometimes are the weaker of the abs. And if you need to, bend your knees. Time, rest. We're going to repeat all of those 3 movements again, okay? 30 seconds each, and then we'll stretch everything out. Ready? Arms out at a T. And we're going to one side. So let me tell you a little trick about anchoring yourself if you're struggling with these wipers. You can always, see how I'm holding on my weight here? You can always anchor yourself with a weight. That's a little trick. Only if you need to. Mine just happens to be here in my space, so here, flat hand here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 15 seconds to rest. So like I said, if you need to put an anchor, move it to your side here, anchor yourself down. And we're going back at it, bent knees or straight legs in 5 seconds. Breathe, assume the position, get ready, and other side. Shoulders to the ground. Inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. Three, 2, and 1. Last thing we have to do is our leg lifts and lowers. If you like this class, it is available to you anytime. You can come back and do it, okay? Especially if you're like, I like the single-sidedness, I actually think I can maybe go a little heavier, then go back and repeat this another time, right? If you like the core work, ready, set, let's go. Stamp the ceiling, lower, controlled. Lift, control, slow it down, hit the brakes on the way down. So we're pulling our hips to the ceiling. Lift, control, don't just drop it on down. I know it's easy to drop down, but it's harder to control it. Even every little control, slowing down on the way down is helping, okay? Release, big stretch from toes to fingertips. Reach, 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 stretch, 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 and let's go ahead and take some deep breaths, cool it down, stretch it out. And that just tells us the timer is done. Come into a T position. Our obliques and lower back got worked. Glutes, so let's go ahead and spinal twist. And switch into the other side. So you can either go bent knee, take it over, or you can extend it a little bit more, get a deeper stretch. And then let's roll it all the way over into a child's pose, thread through. Show up tomorrow for our mind class. We'll stretch everything out even more. And switch to the other side. We'll work on our mobility and our stability with our flexibility. All right, come up to all fours. And let's just circle around one way, circle around the other way. And walk your hands out, fingertips to the side, switching through our biceps and our forearms a little bit here, shoulders. And then sink back. Do a little wrist, forearm stretch here, a little pressure, not too much. And let's go ahead and take one arm overhead. You can stand or sit for this one. Let's get our tricep. And other side. Come back to all fours. Curl your toes. Let's stand up for this. The rest of this, I don't like being on our knees like that. We've already been on our knees enough today. Open up your chest. Open up your back. A quick chest opener and then a big back opener. We worked our back multiple times. Come forward. Push the wall away from you. And then other side, open up your shoulder blades. Center again, round out your spine. Release, inhale. Overhead, stretch to the side. Center, other side. Another deep breath. Exhale. And I will see you back here for mind class. Thanks for showing up today. Bye.